Fury fam, what's up? Everybody in Fins Nation, what's good? This is a Fury rant real quick. Here's why. We're not doing the GL shaking the panel tonight because I'm actually getting in a car and I'm headed out to Cincinnati for the Cincinnati Bengals versus Miami Dolphins Thursday night football game. So I'm out. And then I'm got to go to Florida for a family event. But I don't know what's going to happen with that, given, prayers and thoughts obviously go out to everybody in Florida with what they're facing with the weather situation. So that remains to be determined. But I am going to the Cincinnati Bengals game against the Miami Dolphins. And I just want to leave you with some thoughts because I've been, consuming and absorbing Dolphins content all week. And I want to tell you about some things I am sick and tired of hearing. First of all, Mike Florio, I don't know why he's always got to take certain, angles with things and just stay on talking points and never get off them. And it's always like off the beaten path. It's always out of the mainstream. First, he was, talking all this stuff about Ross, which I guess partially turned out to be right, that Ross was looking for another quarterback, but it wasn't who we thought it was. He was wrong on that angle. Now Florio just won't stop beating the drum like, I know Tua said it's a back injury, but let me tell you, I have a back injury. And back injuries don't make you wobbly, they make you stiff. Now, while that may be true, who is he to just act like he doesn't believe Tua, doesn't believe the staff, calling them liars, basically? Went on a whole soliloquy with Sims earlier today, just talking about how he's not satisfied with the explanation. He's still waiting for an explanation from the league as to what objective criteria they use. Does he really think they just listen to the player and say, oh yeah, you say it's your back, you're fine? No, of course they administered some tests with Tua. I'm sick of hearing about how these people believe the Dolphins somehow skirted concussion protocol. Don't believe it. I've had enough of it. Two, I'm sick and tired. This was Florio again, but a lot of other people. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how the Bills had all these injuries. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about how hot it was in Miami and how the league should look into how hot it is and they built the stadium a certain way. Does anybody in December or January ever complain about how cold it is in New England or how cold it is in Buffalo? No, they don't. They celebrate it. They talk about, well, it's going to be cold up there, and I don't think these guys can handle the cold. It's a cold day, snowy. That's their home field advantage. No one complains about that. If you have a dome team and the crowd's louder because it's amplified in the dome, does anybody complain about that? No, stop complaining. It's like the commentators just had such a stake in the Bills. Let me tell you something. The Bills are still one of the best teams in the league. There's a good chance we go up there in December and we lose. There's a good chance they still could win the division. But give us our props. And by the way, Byron Jones is out. Little went in and out of the game. X was in and out of the game. Tua was hurt. Waddle's banged up. Don't act like they were the only team with injuries. I'm sick of hearing that too. And I'm sick of hearing that Tua's okay, but he's not as good as Allen Mahomes in the upper echelon. He's getting there. Let him keep flexing. Let him keep doing what he's doing. And then at the end of the season, tell me where he's at. If he's not there, I'll listen to you. If he is there, be quiet. But listen, I'm going to be broadcasting live from Cincinnati tomorrow leading up to the game. I'll be in Cincinnati. I'll be live. So tune in to Phin-Addict Fury live tomorrow. Let's get the W. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a tough game. We're banged up. We had to fly out early because of the weather situation. The team's kind of riding a high. The Bengals kind of found their groove last week against the Jets. This is not going to be an easy game, guys. But I'm still going there. I'm still repping the Fins. I'm still hoping we come out of there with a victory. If we can come out of there with a victory and start that brutal front quarter of the schedule at 4-0, watch out for the league because our schedule softens up quite a bit. But you can't take any team for granted in this league. You can't take the Jets for granted next week at home. Zach Wilson's back. Not saying it's going to be a huge deal, but you can't take it for granted. This is going to be a tough outing. But I will be there to rep the Fins in Cincinnati tomorrow. So expect the video. Sorry we had to cancel the live show tonight. Just too much going on. But I will be there tomorrow, and I will be broadcasting live from there. Fury fam, Phin-Addicts, if you haven't yet, I'm going to ask you sincerely, if you have not yet, if you've come across my video more than once, if you've watched me before, and you still haven't clicked the subscribe button right below this screen, please consider hitting that subscribe button. All we have is good Fins content. All we have is good conversations. It's really, really appreciated. Every new member of Fury Fam, every new subscriber counts. Every new subscriber means something. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Smash that like button. Consider donating with a super thanks, which is right below here too. Anything you can throw is appreciated. It just helps the channel and it helps what we're doing. In the meantime, Fins up, Bengals down. Let's go. I'm hitting the road. See you soon. Larry K signing out.